Hey, this is William Hemphill, and I just want to share a devotional thought from you today, and it comes from Judges chapter 6. In Judges chapter 6, it says the following, and I believe it is verse 12. When the angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon, he said, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." "Pardon me, my Lord," Gideon replied, "but if the Lord is with us, why has all this happened to us? Where are all these wonders that our ancestors told us about when they said, 'Did not the Lord bring us up out of Egypt?' But now the Lord has abandoned us and given us into the hand of the Lord." Verse 14 then says, the Lord turned to him and said, "Go in the strength you have and save Israel out of Midian's hand. Am I not sending you?" So that was a passage from Judges chapter 6. And of course, the story behind that is when God has called Gideon to save Israel from the Midianites. Now, what was interesting about that, and I don't know, I'll just ask if you've ever had this situation happen with you. Have you ever asked the Lord a question and didn't get an answer? Have you ever asked God a question and were waiting for an answer or confirmation or something else and you got nothing? And looking at this passage, that's what Gideon kind of got in the beginning. The Lord shows up and basically tells Gideon, "Hey, you're a mighty warrior." And Gideon says to the angel of the Lord, "Pardon me, if you're with us, why has all this happened to us?" What's interesting is if you read the text, God never answers that question. God never answers that question. Instead, he goes, "Go in the strength you have and save Israel out of Midian's hand. Am I not sending you?" Here's the interesting thing. As we enter into this walk with the Lord in our lives, there will be questions we ask God that God may not choose to answer for whatever reason. But what we can do is operate in what God has already given us. And truthfully, that's what Gideon ended up doing. It was kind of like, okay, I'm a mighty warrior. God reaffirmed that he was a mighty warrior. He did ask for some fleece, different signs from that as as you continue to look at that. And then Gideon began to gather the men in order to prepare for battle with the Midianites. Gideon did all that, but he never got that question answered. If you're with us, why did all of that happen? Now, of course, we have the benefit of the text and we can look back and we understand a little bit why it had happened. But think about being in Gideon's shoes for a moment. And then I want you to think about your shoes and me think about my shoes. There have been plenty of questions that I have asked the Lord. And there are many times that I did not get an answer. And there are other times when I asked the Lord one question and what God did was remind me of something else he had already given me. I'm actually doing a lot of that in this season that I'm in. I'm asking, in the midst of transitioning in ministry and different things, Lord. And I'm like, "Lord, what does this mean? What's going on?" All that. And usually the answer I get to the question is faith and family, because that is my assignment. Building faith in people and helping people have strong marriages and building strong families. So even as I wrap up this quick devotional thought for the day, just want to ask you a couple questions. What have you been asking God for or about? What answers have you heard? If you hadn't gotten an answer to the particular question, maybe that is not the most important question to be asking right now, or maybe it's not the thing that you should be focusing right now on doing right now. God did not want Gideon to focus on why they were being oppressed by the Midianites. Instead, God wanted him to focus on being that mighty warrior and leader who would lead Israel out of oppression from the Midianites. And so I believe God didn't answer that question because God had a greater focus for him. And so if God is not answering your question or answering my question, what is the greater thing that God would want you or want us to focus on? So there is the devotional thought for the day. Take care. I hope it blesses you very much. Have a good day.